painting in the first episode, so because he doesn't know how to dream.
It makes you sad, doesn't it? That there's so much hatred in the world. I hope you don't mind if I ask you a question.
A little baby pigeon.
Water? Anything you want, couple sweaters.
Isn't it marvelous here?
Oh, yeah, that's great. So, how was your week?
Well, let's see. Monday I woke up, and then I put on my shoes,
Oh, gosh.
and then I went
Can't
to
concentrate.
the post
The
office.
sweater, the itching, eyes watering, lips chapped. I want to pull my hands up. And that's not on my back. I gotta get out of here fast.
The teacher in this episode is a talking lamp. While the yellow guy is trying to sleep, the lamp keeps him awake by claiming that he can't sleep because he doesn't know how to dream. Like in all the cases we've seen so far, the lamp's claims represent the lack of proper guidance shown by the media, and how it's actually counterintuitive. The notepad in the first episode claims to be teaching them how to be creative, but by the end it turns into a lesson on why not to be creative. Similar, in reality, he's causing him to stay awake. The transition from normal children's cartoon to chaotic mess comes very quickly this time around, as from the beginning. The yellow guy is yelling at the lamp to stop from the beginning, so it seems like he's figured out what's going on and he's actively trying to stop it. But
Really? Because right now you sound like a mouse who's... Really? Because right now you sound like a mouse whose parachute won't open. When you ask me like a man. I am a man! Really? Because right now you sound like a...
beginning, so it seems like slowly being overpowered by the constraints of the media. How does oil equal constraints, you ask? It was used to destroy the yellow guy's painting in the first episode, so I really do think it represents the media silencing him and its counterintuitiveness. Darkness surrounds him after being criticized and booed by his coworkers. This symbolizes his isolation and his lack of connection with the adult world. His constant exposure to these teachers as a child scarred him even when he escaped. He may have escaped, but he still sees random objects talking and dancing, perhaps in a hallucination induced by the memories of his past. Now here's where it gets really interesting. We shift back to the yellow guy in his room, being tortured by the song of the lamp. And then we see the yellow guy on the screen of a machine with many buttons on it. The red guy is at the helm of the machine, and learns that by pressing buttons he can control the media that the yellow guy is exposed to, cycling through old and new teachers. This machine represents the media itself, a huge system of monitoring and controlling the characters. Then Roy reaches towards the red guy slowly. Now, it's very easy to assume that Roy is definitively the bad guy because of the scene, and I've been getting loads of comments on my Roy is an evil video saying that the 6th episode proved me wrong. But did it really? Remember how the red guy imagined that a file would sing and talk and dance while talking to his coworker? Well, that file comes up again as a teacher in the yellow guy's room. Well, that because he himself was scarred by the media. He himself was scarred by the media which he escaped from, right? So how do we know that Roy himself didn't come up with the ideas for the teachers with which he ruined the lives of the 3 puppets? Because he himself was scarred by the media as a child. Before we close, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Samuel Jealous, who made all the graphics of all the minimalist graphics you saw of the Don't Hug Me I'm Scared characters that I used throughout Becky and Joe's motivation for making the series. Just to be clear, the video that has recently gained a lot of popularity is not actually the 7th installment of the series we know and love, hence the quotation marks in the title of this video. The confusion is understandable. The video opens with a familiar sounding tune, and it's filled with puppets and props that look straight out of an episode of Don't Hug Me I'm Scared. Just without the dark twist and moments of awkward silence that we're accustomed to. Transitions, even backgrounds and scenery look exactly the same as they do in the duo's subsequent series of videos. And that similarity got me thinking, what's the connection between Don't Hug Me I'm Scared and the projects that came before it? And are there any signs of inspiration or even further explanation? So I think it's safe to say that for much of their career before Don't Hug Me I'm Scared, they've been making a living by making videos for companies. And I feel that Don't Hug Me I'm Scared is a criticism of that. Becky, expressing yourself is difficult if you're doing it for an agenda. This was reflected again in the last episode when the red guy at first is, like Becky and Joe, trying to just put their work out there. Was so controlled by the media that he went back into it like the red guy did. And I think the reason the red guy didn't follow Roy's path was seeing the pain on the yellow guy's face and seeing how Roy ended up when he took that path.
You'll make a fine specimen.
The red guy pulled the plug on the media machine, and then something strange happened. The entire series started over as if the red guy didn't change anything.
See them come out way faster than this one did. The Night Mind Patreon is now fully active, with several reward tiers and donation support starting at just $1 a month. Stick around to the end of this video for the credit sequence naming all of the amazing supporters so far, who have given me the ability to do even bigger videos than this one.
If you're unfamiliar with DHMIS, it's a series of short films with puppets that looks to be inspired by shows like Sesame Street. But hold on there, all you neglectful parents raising your kids off of YouTube videos. If any of you are looking it up right now to show your children, you're probably gonna want to let me finish this sentence first. Because each episode of Don't Hug Me I'm Scared features a bit of a dark turn towards the end. Like a giant can eating a duck alive. Oh yeah, you're in that part of YouTube again. But
Thank you for watching, and thanks to Becky and Joe for making Don't Hug Me I'm Scared.